Shane Jones has been calling himself a nationalist. I don't think Shane Jones is a real nationalist. I think Shane Jones is a disgusting fraud. He wants to let foreign companies plunder New Zealand's natural resources. He wants to open us up for business so foreign companies can pillage, extract our wealth, send it overseas, and then leave a big mess for us to clean up. A real nationalist would want the mining to be done by a state-owned enterprise, or at the very least, a New Zealand company. Nationalists do not let foreign companies plunder their nation's resources. And there is more too. Shane Jones famously used taxpayer funding to pay for adult film material. A nationalist does not abuse taxpayer resources in such a revolting fashion. He was entrusted with access to the nation's wealth, and he used it to indulge in revolting content. Again, he is not a nationalist. For Shane Jones, nationalism is nothing more than another word to squeeze into his pompous ranting. It means nothing to him. And what about his blatant corruption? He has a history of taking large donations from the industries that he is supposed to regulate. He received money from the fishing industry and then set about cutting restrictions. A serious nationalist does not bend over to big money in this way. A true nationalist would not sell out his country's interests to appease his rich donors. And that is what Shane Jones did. He wants to let fishing companies plunder the seas at an unsustainable rate. He is a threat to the nation. He has repeatedly divided the nation for his own gain, exacerbating racial division, exacerbating political division, all for his own gain. A nationalist does not divide the nation for his own personal political gain. That is disgusting behaviour, and it is not nationalist in any serious sense of the word. What has Shane Jones ever done for New Zealand? Nothing. Name one good contribution he's made. Many years in Parliament and nothing to show for it. He makes Winston look like a saint. Winston has many achievements that he can point to. Shane Jones has few, if any. He is a self-serving politician. He is the worst kind of politician. All he can do is serve his rich donors and engage in pompous ranting, calling everything woke, yelling about deporting Mexicans. Hilarious that this supposed nationalist imports all of his arguments from overseas. It is embarrassing. You would think a nationalist might have something interesting to say. Mindlessly copy and pasting foreign talking points is pretty pathetic behaviour. To call Shane Jones a nationalist is to insult nationalism. Shane Jones is amoral garbage that couldn't care less about New Zealand. Shane Jones is not a nationalist. Shane Jones is a national disgrace.